Good morning. This is Andy Van Fossen, baseball coach here at Underwood again, and just wanted to send out this short video again, just to give parents and athletes just some updated information with regards to what's coming up after the beginning of the year. First off, everybody should have received a link to the Google Calendar. On that should be open gym information starting the Saturday after the Super Bowl, which I believe is February 12th. Open gyms will go from 5 to 7 on Sunday, and on Wednesday they'll go 6:30 to 8. During that time is when we do a lot of our throwing, pitchers, catchers, and we have open hitting upstairs for anybody who wants to just come in and hit. Just a couple things about open gym. They will go until the beginning of the season, and also they're not mandatory by any means, but yet to build arm strength, prevent injury, things like that, they're highly recommended to get to. As I mentioned, the calendar does have all information on there. One of the things that was added just last night was our spring schedule. Our spring schedule, we will play double headers on March 26th, April 2nd, April 9th, April 23rd, and April 30th, and those are on Sundays at 1 and 3:30. We will host the first doubleheader on March 26th. The three teams that are in it right now are Lewis Central and Trainer, along with Underwood. We're currently looking for a fourth team, just to make it easier with regards to scheduling. Weather permitting, everybody will have 8 games prior to our first practice on May 1st. There's some stipulations that I have, though, with regards to playing in these particular spring games, especially from a pitching standpoint. Number one, again, as I just mentioned, open gyms are not required by any means, but they're highly suggested, especially when it comes to arm strength. Because of that, I'm not going to allow you to pitch or set foot on the mound unless you've been to a certain amount of open gyms. I'm probably thinking around 6 to 8 to at least get your arm in somewhat throwing shape. You're not going to overthrow. You'll probably throw a max of about 25 pitches. What this will do, not only will give us some reps against live competition, it'll also help kind of serve as our open gyms on those particular dates. Like I said, the 26th of March, April 2nd, April 9th, April 23rd, and April 30th. It'll also give me, kind of a look and see, okay, well, where can some kids play in situations, and try kids in different situations, different positions. By no means is this mandatory. By no means also does this have any bearing on playing time or anything like that going into practice on May 1st. It's just an opportunity to go out and get some swings, to go out and see some live pitching, see some live ground balls, fly balls, and have our pitchers work on some things. Fourth thing, caps. I'd like to get the cap order out sooner rather than later. That way it's not in May when I'm handing all of them out, and just kind of add more things on top of what's already going on. For those of you who are new to the program, we have 2 caps, a baby blue one with an eagle on the front, and a black and white one with the Underwood U on the front. Both caps are needed. They're $20 a piece. If you need a new cap, please let me know as soon as you can, along with the size. If you don't need a new cap, then obviously you don't have to buy one. But those are required 8 through 12. If you need some assistance with that, please let me know privately, and we'll get that taken care of. Last thing, I sent out an email earlier this week with regards to lifting. Judd Hawkins just opened up a new training center. I've known Judd since high school. He's an 1993 Underwood graduate. Played baseball at BV. Got his degree in exercise science, and has worked with many baseball players specifically down in Arizona. He's also worked with professional teams, the Oakland A's and Kansas City Royals, with regards to their strength and conditioning. So he's a great asset, a great resource to have around here. I've set up some times, or at least set up the opportunity 4 times for the boys if they're interested. If I can get more than 6 in a particular group, it's $10 a session. If it's one of those where you would like to meet with Judd, we can definitely set something up, bring him in before you decide to commit to it. But just from a strength side, some of the boys I know are in weight, some go to Andres, things like that. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they're lifting, as long as they're getting stronger, then I'm okay with it. We need to get stronger. Schools in the conference are passing us with regards to strength. We need to get more flexible, not only from a strength and conditioning standpoint, but from an injury prevention standpoint, and more importantly, or I should say more importantly, but just as important is all of our student athletes are multi-sport athletes that play baseball. There's only a couple that just play ball, so it's going to benefit everybody. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I've received some information from some parents on some kids. If that's something that you want to continue with, please let me know. Otherwise, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at school. Follow us on Twitter at Dirty U Baseball, and have a great, safe Christmas, and we'll see you in January.